Okay. Yo, excuse me. Yeah, it's early. I know. It's early. It's what time is it? 6:15. Only been up for like I don't know, like an hour and a half maybe, something like that. This video is short. It's going to be short. It's not. It's one of these. It's one of them joints where um somebody's going to get called out for doing something. A lot of times though, everybody don't catch it. You know what I'm saying? It'll be too much shit going on, and depending on who the person is, the person might not really have no you know following like that or whatever. And so some people just don't catch it like that. But oh, this motherfucker, yeah, this dude, this video is strictly aimed at one person that's been talking. I don't know how long you've been doing it. I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But he literally, this dude, you know what? Hold up. Okay, which one is it? Here we go. All right, hold on. Just watch.
Everyone is keep asking, why don't Somalis want to identify as black? It's simple. The term black was never a word to begin with.
Okay, that's cool. Listen, I am one of them guys. I'm one of them people. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay, cool. He said that. Let everything he say be all of it. Let everything he's saying be true. That's cool. That's cool. All right, that's cool. I got you.
Yeah. The term black, it didn't come from Africa. It came from America. Hello. Right? It was designed to separate slaves from Europeans.
Okay, it was used to separate. Okay, this might be where the dumbness kicks in, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I say it all the time. I'm not the smartest person on the planet. I can be slow at times. I don't know everything. So, you know what? Whatever. Nah, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, I want to hear every fucking word from the very beginning. From the very beginning. Here we go.
We are Somalis, not black. There, I said it. Alright? Everyone is keep asking, why don't Somalis want to identify as black? It's simple.
Okay.
The term black was never a word to begin with. Yeah. The term black, it didn't come from Africa. It came from America. Hello. Right? It was designed to separate slaves from Europeans. It was not designed to celebrate identity. It was to control it. Yeah. So, when Somalis came to the West, we didn't suddenly become black. We were labeled.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's what's good. That's what's good. See, let me say this. Let me say this real quick. Because I've noticed motherfuckers love bringing up culture. Okay, language. This is what we've. This is how we've talked. This is how we dress. This is how we do what we do. Where we're from, right? We're not from nowhere else. We're from here. Okay. Meaning what? What does that mean? Well, I mean, just because I just said it? No, because you'll still have these same type of individuals walking around talking about what I just said, their culture, their history. Why the hell won't you talk about all of your history though? right? Why are you focused? So focused. Lazy. I mean, I'm talking about like, boy, you honed in on it. About not being black. Right? When you turn on the TV, okay? What was it? Shit, man. Like, what they call it MS Now? I think they're not called MSNB. Whatever. But it was something that I was watching. And there was this dude that was talking like out of Minnesota, and he was saying what he was saying about the black community. Now, I don't know this dude, so I can't sit here. I'm not just gonna flat out get on him because he never came out and said what that guy just said and what a lot of other people have said. I can't get on here to say, you know, yeah, you're in the same boat, right? Because you come from this community of people, right? I could do that. I could do what Trump did. Trump, because he's a bitch anyway. But it's like, no. But you guys want to align yourself with, just pay attention now. You want to align yourself, because I keep hearing this anti-black thing. I've heard people talk, you know what I'm saying, from the Latino community, Hispanics. I'm hearing a lot of people from their, like, their own community of people, right? Not African Americans, not nothing. No, other ethnic groups saying this is what we've heard growing up. This is what our parents and grandparents used to talk about, right? I need to find this one chick video, and she was like, "Damn, why do they talk about him like that?" You know what I'm saying? And it's like she got it, but she couldn't. She to her, it's like I don't understand that. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do people go at somebody like that and they don't even know who the fuck they are? And that's listen, the world is gonna end up being like this. I'm not gonna sit here. I can't lose sleep over it because it's not gonna stop. But check motherfuckers along the way, right? But you don't want to be black. You're not black. You heard what he said. Okay. Here's the other video that he put out after that.
I'll start calling yourselves black.
After the recent political attack on the Somalis, with discrimination and fear campaign, some of the Somalis...
Hold up.
Want to know why y'all mad at us?
Y'all made your own communities. Y'all said you had your own culture, separate from us. So now that you're in trouble, you want to claim blackness?
Somalis. What's going on with my Somali people? Now when y'all start calling yourselves black?
After the recent political attack on the Somalis, with discrimination and fear campaign, some of the Somalis have called it out. This is an attack on black community.
Say what? Say what? Okay, hold on. Wait a minute.
The moment they did that, the black Americans responded, "You're not black."
It's people like him that I truly despise. I don't like people like him, not Somalis like him, not African Americans like him, not anyone, whatever their ethnic background. No, I'm not talking about that. Like, I'm talking about just being a human being, a man. I hate people like this dude. He's a bitch. Like, he's literally getting on here. He's that motherfucker over there in Somalia, the guy that was the guy that said most African Americans don't know their fathers. He's him. He's one of them, right? He'll sit there and he'll say what he's saying, knowing good motherfucking well, homeboy, you know what the hell you said already, man. Why you getting on this bitch lying? This is not no interpretation type thing. He said it. The beginning of the first video, Somalis are not black. There, I said it. Finally. He got it off his chest. He can breathe now. Then he broke down, right? Black wasn't even the word. It wasn't this. It was the... all right, man, you broke down what you broke down, right? But the bottom line is, no matter what he said, no matter how he said it, it was made very fucking clear. We are not that. Stop calling us that. We don't belong to that. We are not labeled as that. This what homie said. Homie said it. We're not black. Why the hell are you getting in the videos now talking about it's our fault? This is what we did. We turned you guys away. Nah. Forget that. Like, he's not even just listen.
That's our identity. Yeesh. Somalis stepped back and said, okay, we'll start calling ourselves Somalis. Chill like that. The moment they did that, the black Americans responded, stop acting like you're not black.
Really? He, in a nutshell, he basically said, here we are, right? Going through this situation. Okay. So he come out. Well, this is an attack on the black community. Like the guy that I mentioned, guy that I just mentioned, that's what he said, right? But he hadn't said anything to go at his neck yet. He just said what he said and was like, okay, cool. Like this is, we're black people. This is what it is. Not him. And there are tons of these damn videos with these dudes, right? Putting up their hand, their arm, their brown skin. I'm not black. What the fuck are you saying? What the hell are you talking about? Okay, so in the first video, he said, we're not black. There, I said it. The term black wasn't even a word. It wasn't, huh? So the box of crayons, the black t-shirt that you wear, where the fuck did it come from? Us? Like, are you that simple-minded? Are you serious? See, that's the thing right there. That's that cultural shit that they be talking about. They're not this, that, and the third. Of course they're not. Because they were too busy fucking over their own many years ago. Centuries. Right? You guys are part of capturing people, kidnapping them. This is your history. No. I'm sorry. Your culture. How the fuck is it not a part of your culture and you've been doing it since the fucking 1400s? Can anybody explain that? See, they don't do that. They'll brag. We did this, and this. Y'all ain't did shit. Right? While we was doing this, that, and the third, y'all was spending hundreds of years trying to be recognized as human beings. You don't know your father. Right? This is coming from them. How many times do we, like in this country, right? African American, because what they're doing, and everybody's not going to, do what I'm saying, and I'm not really going to do it. It's just one of them things where it's like, man, you're making it to where people are not liking you, and it's not because of, you did something, and people, have different perspectives on it. And it is what it is, right? like whatever, court of public opinion type shit. No big deal. No, this ain't that. Like this ain't this ain't. Y'all literally are coming out your mouth saying, right? That word didn't come from Africa. Neither did any of the slaves that you guys sent around to other countries too. They don't mention that, right? Slave trading, Somalia. I said it in my last video. Somalia never sent one fucking African from their country to the United States of America. Transatlantic is how we got there, but it didn't come from Somalia, right? So that's strike one right there. No. I'm sorry. No, strike one is already doing what you were doing. I was talking to my brother the other day, right? And I was just breaking down, you know what I'm saying, shit's going on. I brought up the Bantu people. He was like, yeah, I'm familiar with them. They don't even want to fuck with them. Why not? You guys, you tortured them people for centuries. Please just go look up their history. Go look it up. They castrated the men. They took the children away from the families. They did what they did to the women, and then they sold and traded them. 1400s, 15, 16, 17, 18. Are you serious? They're still doing it today as we speak. They hate gay people more than white people do in the United States. One of them, not them, I'm saying like some African country that I saw that, yeah, I don't even want to get into that one. No, I don't want to be, listen, I do not want to identify as somebody who can flip their shit like this. And there's no relevance to why you're doing it. Like there's nothing to connect it to, except for you guys getting on the internet and getting overly sensitive about the shit that you see. Right? So you have to call it out. Nobody fucking asked you to, but you did it. Freedom of speech. You guys can say whatever you want to say. Do what you do, how you want to do it. That's cool. At least be honest and stick with the shit that you know came out your mouth the first time. Unless you made a mistake and you need to clarify some things and fix the shit up. That's not what this is either. Right? It's digging your own grave. And they think they're digging it for you. Because they're right about everything they're saying. Nah, motherfucker, no. It don't work like that. You're sitting in your videos trying to sound all extra smooth and chill. Like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Like, are you serious? What are you supposed to be any goddamn way? I'm making it. Look, I'm making it. It doesn't matter what he's responding to. We know what he's responding to, but it could be something different. Something I don't even know. It doesn't matter. You said one time, we're not black. It didn't come from Africa. Neither did we. From your country. We didn't come from Somali. Again, we didn't come from there. We are descendants, right, of African slaves in the United States. African American, the descendants of African slaves that were born in the United States. You guys have no ties to us at all. None. And the more people see that, it's going to be like, okay, damn, I didn't even know all that. Yeah, me neither. Is it like a couple weeks ago? And see, but my mind gets to going. You know what I'm saying? Once I see one thing, it's on. It's a wrap. I'm a dog pile big time. Especially this dude. Because y'all see it. Clear as day. Right? These people are making up shit left and right. Again, though, now I'm going to finish it with this. Again, though, I said um, the term, he said the term did not come from Africa. Neither did we. We didn't come from Africa, Somalia, that's in Africa. We didn't come from y'all. We're descendants of other slaves that came here, not Somali. None, period. But you know who you are connected to? The people you don't even want to talk about. Why don't you want to talk about them? Why not? What's the problem? You guys are so proud of your heritage and this, that. You know what I'm saying? The Bantu people, why don't you talk about them? They're here in this country right now as we speak. And all these dudes are doing is talking about us, the people that did not come from their country. But you don't want to talk about them. The people that did come from your country, right? They had to flee. They had to get out of there. And they came here, right? While your bitch ass was probably over there still. Or whenever you look born here, came, I don't really give a fuck what it is. Period. Because your stance is this is who we are. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like this when like the ugly side to come out of me. Like I don't have to do this, right? I want to because I'm trying to expose all this bullshit that people, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it, but it's fine. I don't need to. At this point, he's helping me understand it. If I didn't know any better, you said one thing in the video. Okay, that's your first statement, right? Later on, you say something completely different and then make us look like the bad guys. No, it's an attack on the black community. Why didn't you say that when you said you weren't black, dumbass? Really? The term didn't come from them. They're not black. We didn't come from Somalia, but it's an attack on the black community that you belong to, right? Get the fuck out of here. Like, are you serious? This must be that shit. We're not smart. They must really think that we're stupid. Like that dumbass broad in the one video where she said there are Lord help me. Man. No, it's this arrogance, this entitlement, this fake ass pride that you have for yourself in your country. And it's not, I'm not sitting here saying you shouldn't have it. But what you're saying and how how you're displaying who you are as a people and this, that, and the third, nah, bro. Like it don't work like, you know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. We embrace every bit of the bullshit since the 1600s. You made people leave your country. You made them want to leave. They had to go because they probably would have been killed like their ancestors. You know what I'm saying? The guys that you don't want to talk about. They're your people. And you don't even mention their names. But you just keep talking about black people who are descendants of slaves you didn't send from your country to the United States. Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? All right. Again, not a long video. When I saw that second, that when I saw him say that shit, yo, I was like, wait a minute. That's homeboy. I don't know who his name is. Don't give a fuck what his name is. I'm like, yeah, I remember him. He's made a few. I only need 2. That's it. Before and after. That's all I need, man. Before and after. After makes you look like a bitch. Worse than before. 10 times worse than before. Right? But also this too. Like I said about them not mentioning certain things because it makes them look bad, they could also say the same thing that racist people say in this country. I had nothing to do with that. I wasn't alive back then. Why are you sitting here saying stuff like, well, the way that you guys are trying to explain about how you're not black means it's nothing positive, right? Like how you're explaining it as far as like our people. There's nothing wrong with explaining about how your people, you know what I'm saying, embrace who they are, and you know, just gotta roll with it. Whatever happens, happens. But yeah, this isn't working in your favor, man. It's not. It's not. On top of the fact that people are still getting fucked up in your home country. But you're too busy identifying not being black. Why the fuck would I want to identify about with people that did the shit your country did? And then look, then can't even be man enough to just come out and be like, yeah, that's what it is. Because see, if you do that, yeah, people are gonna say something about you. But on the flip side, people will be like, well, you know, he's honest, right? Because if y'all don't say nothing and people find out later, like me, oh, that's your ass. So it's like, cool. I mean, this video coming from me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody else says, man. Like, I don't give a fuck about what you identify as. Nobody, you know what I'm saying, really cared anyway. They're just responding the comments on the fucking internet. Right? Again, the people you captured, tortured, sold, and possibly killed too. Right? You don't want to talk about them. You don't. And there's something on Google that says it. They're not very fond of the of descendants. You know what I'm saying? Like that came from enslaved people. Okay, well, we're descendants of slaves, right? The Bantu people are descendants of slaves, right? You don't want to talk about them, but you want to talk about the people that didn't come from your country. That's some hoe ass shit if I ever heard it. That is that right there. Anybody that hears this, any dude, whatever, man, that you call yourself a man? Really? Okay. Okay. I mean, listen, it is what it is. I can't keep, you know, talking about it all the time. I just can't. Nobody will forever. No. I'm just gonna go ahead and make my point. And if I end up seeing another one where he's saying something stupid, even more dumb than before, anything that he says that's dumber than the last statement, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, at my discretion, I don't know. I can say something. I might say something. I don't know. But yeah, man, it's like I'm just noticing that a lot of these immigrants, black immigrants, African ones, not one of them talks about the things that their people put other people through. Right? Like the woman that said there are more African immigrants than black. What the hell? What? Woman, okay, hold up. She said that there are more African immigrants than the black population in the United States. And she wanted to go to war. Okay, first, hold up. You want to go to war? Do not let that woman be the commander, the general, any of that shit. She gonna get the whole squad killed. She can't even count. But you want to go to war. It's always the dumb ones, you know what I'm saying? Like that want to go to war because they can't articulate themselves well enough to hold a conversation. She proved that. That wasn't no simple-minded mistake. She even mentioned it. We went through pain. Y'all went through pain. Y'all went through slavery. We went through slavery in our home country. And then she said something. Then she said something like, you know, in Africa, we chose to, put that in the past and attempted to make a better Africa. Nah. See, that's where the bullshit stops. Right there. That's where it stops. We don't have a choice of putting anything behind us because this is all we know. Plus, it's just evil shit. You know what I'm saying? Discrimination. All this shit since 1619 has been fucking over black people horribly bad, right? And it's always the people that were in charge, that ran shit, that want the oppressed individuals, the one that's beneath them, to let it go. Put the past behind you. Just like that woman did. Only people like that want the past put behind them. Put the past behind them. Y'all motherfuckers look down on descendants of enslaved individuals. Well, of course they would. When we want to castrate men because we don't want them to, you know what I'm saying, to reproduce, where the fuck did that person come from? Hey, didn't you do your thing that you were supposed to do to that dude? So he couldn't have kids and all that shit. Like, are you serious? Get the fuck out of here, man. Like these, oh, wow. Like these, ooh boy, these motherfuckers special. They special, like for real. Look, whatever. I kind of went over my time anyway. I just wanted to hurry up, make this, get it out the way, because that shit had. I don't know if somebody else gonna do it or not, or might notice it. I caught it real quick. Like, nah, bro, it don't go down like that, man. It don't go down like that, man. You really need to sit and think of better lies to tell people, because that was just some dumb shit. That didn't make no sense at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, your one video, we don't identify as black. So, Somalis ain't black. There, I said it. And then on top of that, you break it down, right? Oh, so in depth. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just kept going. All right, cool. Made it clear. You guys are not black. You don't fuck with us. Like, you're not part of the fucking black community if you don't identify as being black. Like, that this is like, what is wrong with you motherfuckers? I thought y'all was the smart ones. I thought y'all had us beat. We do everything better than y'all. That's what a lot of African immigrants say. And look, you it's one thing to just, okay, you hear something and it's like your interpretation of what the person said is like, I guess, you know what I'm saying? It could be interpreted that way, but all right, whatever. No, this ain't no goddamn interpretation. Period. Nothing. Flat out, you said what you said and lied. You ain't part of shit. If you could go back and talk to yourself, if there was a way to do that and fix that video so you don't look like a dumbass, so be it. So be it. If there's a time machine available, go find that. But you won't find it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you won't. So you got to stand on the shit that you saying. Like we do. Anyway, that's that. That's all right. You know what I mean? I'm done with it. Hopefully people check it out. The playback, you know what I'm saying? Am I going to continue talking about it? I don't really have a reason to, unless something new comes up. That's just one of them things where it's like, oh, hell no, I got to say something. If it ain't that, it is what it is. So until that time comes, you know, appreciate whoever watched it now and will watch it, in the future. But yeah, I'm done with that. So until next time, I'm out.